Hey guys, this is my third time trying to do this. I guess what it is that I'm starting to get kind of picky with how I'm telling the stories. Because like right in the middle of the stories, without any notes, I just totally forget what it was I was talking about. Damn, shit. Well, without any kind of way to rewind something and fix it, kind of remember what it was that I was talking about, I just start all over. And, what the hell? Anyways, that's how it goes. Hi, you guys. Welcome. Hello. Maybe you notice I've got a painting that I'm working on over here. I thought I'd get a little chance to say hello to you. Maybe every now and then, maybe while I'm on this, I have a little kitty cat that I'm taking babysitting for a few days. Maybe you'll get a chance to see it. It's a little calico kitty cat. It's a little brand new in the world, kind of, only a few months old. And hell. Yeah. Anyways, welcome. This is Sunday. This is Sunday's edition to these stories, of course. The idea is it's all about Sabbath. All right. And today my opening lines was from the Gospel of Mark in chapter 2. We're talking. I don't know what it was I was talking about in my last video. We're in chapter 2. And chapter 2 is talking about God's creation. God's creation winds up being, His image, our mind. The right and the left sides of our brain represent this male and female energy of God. All right. So look at that. I've already forgotten it. No. That's what number 2 represents. Okay. And so in the story of the second chapter, it's all about this combination of what is the physical side of us, our skin, and what's going to be represented as something else, which is our spirit. All right. This is this whole idea between there being 2 energies relating to just one God. All right. And so when you'll see that this is in this chapter, you'll see that they're splitting things up. The Pharisees, which is an outside God situation, the religious thing. How come you guys don't fast? And he says, well, because they got the bridegroom with them, And he says, when people got the bridegroom, you don't do that, That's the idea. But he's still just telling them, well, when you're connected, bitch, you don't got to do that. And so, I know what fast means, and I teach you what fast means. Fast means to shut off the mind, take no thought, to shut off the brain, stop feeding the mind so it'll go to sleep. So they fast. They're going to fast. I'm going to take up the outside. So they're talking about something that's an outside thing, and we're talking about something that's an inside thing. That's how the Bible's written. And so in the course of, talking about the spiritual side of the Bible, there's an outside fast, which is emaciating your body and stuff like that. And there's an inside fast, which shuts off the mind, connects you to God. The one on the outside connects you just back to Father. Because you come back out, no change, no nothing, So you get this idea of a patch. You're going to put a patch on someone's clothes or something like that, Nobody does that. It's going to make the hole bigger or worse or something. This is stupid, but this is taking care of something that's outside. No, we got a new wine. The new wine, which is which our spiritual side, has to have a container, and that's going to be the wine skin, or nowadays bottle. Depends on, where you come from. But it doesn't matter. They didn't screw it up. It's still a container, no matter what. All right, so it doesn't mess up the Mandela effect does not mess up our the spiritual side of this Bible. Not yet, in this particular spot. But anyways, listening to the spiritual side of things. Now, this number 2 is like he keeps coming he's moving from place to place. This is Jesus when he's, before he gets killed and stuff like that. He's moving from place to place. So what he does is they got to leave the land, jump on a boat, and go to the next place. Dock the boat, come on land, do the little business, go back out to the coast, jump in a boat, go to the next place. This is how Jesus travels. All right, remember, he's also, spiritual side. This is how Jonah did it in his story. He, was risen, and instead of going and taking care of Nineveh, he rose and went south. And see, that's really the way these stories work anyway. They this energy of the lower mind in order to be conquered by the higher mind, it comes down with it's ready to, fight the whole damn time. Because that's what Jesus is doing. He comes down low down into hell. That means, outside world. And see, he has to come out to be in this world. We have to go in to get into his world. But these stories are all about being in. So, no, they don't have to fast when the bridegroom is with them, because that means cutting off the lower mind. And the bridegroom is talking about our spiritual side. So, more of this number 2 going on down here. We have Jonah. Remember the story of Jonah? He was in his vessel. he had what we were talking about here just a second ago. The idea that when we have to lose the skin, we have to get away from the dry land. This is, remember in the story where we're going to pull all the waters of the lower. We're going to create a divide between the waters above and the waters below. And those waters that are below, they were going to gather them all together and let all the dry land appear. That's our body. This is the country. This is the nations. This is the country. This is the country. And we have to leave the land, set sail out into the water. Now we're cooking with God. This is where we meet Mom, the water. This is the spiritual side, the right side of the boat. It's beautiful. But anyways, you have to leave land first. So that's a meditation term that we have to, ditch the bitch, ditch the skin, so that we can go on to the other side. It's just so beautiful. So when we're talking about 2, we're talking about Mom and Dad. And they said, how come you're always eating with these sinners and folks like that, we're not supposed to touch them, talk to them or anything. It's one of those things. He says, I didn't come for the righteous, the people that are right-minded. I didn't come for these. I came for those people that were sinners. They're sick. You don't need physicians, or didn't say to them because they're not in their right minds, those Pharisees. The idea that he didn't come for the righteous. He didn't come for that. He came for those that were sinners. So this is our idea that what does sin mean? Sin is these people that are disconnected from God. That's it. There is no other sin on earth other than, you not being connected to God. Then everything that you do, is better, that now that you're connected to God, But that's really the basics of the story. All of these things are about connecting to Mom. And then bringing the right and the left sides of our brain together. All of these stories are about that. That's it. That's it. That is it. There's no one damned for doing this. You're only damned when you don't do it. That's the funny part about it. And to find out that, man, you signed on for this. You signed on for this. We are the sick, and they tell you about, they're the only ones that I come for. That's because it's trying to connect you to your brain. It's trying to put your brain together, trying to get you to God, trying to wake you up, trying to get you from being dead, Take you from the mind, take you from one way of thinking to the other way of thinking. Yeah. And then you're cooking with the Lord. That's some cool ass shit, you guys. And it's just that simple. And it's woven into every story, you know, in this Bible, every one of them. It's just beautiful. And how it matches with the Tao and Buddhism and with all the other religions on earth that are actually, you know, a Bible belt of this code based business. Remember, you know, I always told you that Islam doesn't have it. It's not that the Islam, it may have had it. I think that whole, I really am not so sure about Islam, but this idea, and you've heard me talk about it before, if you're new, maybe not, but the Bible would be coming to us in threes. And if you understand how much I believe in our code system, the way we would do is we were brought to life and we met God. We were introduced to him through the Old Testament. That's the idea when Adam was created. All right. Then we found out with Jesus that that there's a way to get us. Both of these Bibles, their spiritual side represented our Kundalini. Both of them did have and still do. That's the whole idea. But one represented teaching us about God. And then Jesus comes in and teaches us about the Son, which is the messenger that we send to do this, which is him. He represents this messenger between heaven and between God and his creation. So the third book would be about connection. We learn how to connect with each one of these, but if you're right off the bat, the idea is we met God, we met mom and dad. Second stories come in, we meet us. We meet the messenger. We meet Jesus in the stories. So what would you think you would get when you go to third? That's when you got Jesus and everyone all together in one. This would be Islam. This would be Allah. This would be the third. This would be the most beautiful part of all the scriptures that we have, and we've got it just the opposite. It's the most darkest. I can't find the salvation in it. I can't find it at all. You know, we have the Holy Ghost. You know, she is the dove. That's our salvation. All these stories about going in and connecting mother and father together. You know, honoring mother and father. This is salvation. This is what it means. Even if you people on the outside are still waiting for Jesus to come and stuff like that, you'll see that in all these Bibles, nobody's there. That's because you're reading it on the outside, and outside versions of all of this, religion kills the individual. It kills you spiritually. Of course, no one's there. They're all waiting for someone to come back. But if they could learn the Bible itself, hey, hello, we're right here. Wait no more. Physicians will heal yourselves, man. I'll take care of that grievous head wound of yours. Don't wait. Don't wait. You know, heaven is at hand, you guys. You know, so you'll see that the inside of this, when they say that the letter kills, it means that if you follow this, you're being led astray on purpose. That's how you learn to fear God. You have to have this in you before you can go any further anyways. This is a step process. This is no, you're not just you're not given to God because you believe that he died for you. If you believe in that, you're an outside guy. You're an outside guy. What gods and stuff like that have to die? Even you and I, When we die, we just throw away this vessel of ours and go someplace else. We're not going anywhere. Just this dead old body of ours is gone, but that light inside of us still goes on. We're still going on. You got this outside mind, so physical. We got to go to the inside where it's not, you know? Oh, it's just the coolest stuff on earth. Didn't we talk about this? The Noah business? Remember I had a picture behind me and it had a boat there and then there was a little tent, right? That's the two. The body, and whenever he was in meditation, that's the tent. He's outside of the body. That's where his sons came from, the boat. He was discovered outside in a tent, naked, drunk off the new wine. So, you know, this is so beautiful. The body, the boat, the ark, the vessel, the new wine was from him going out there and playing in his garden, right? Taking and enjoying their own spoils from his own labors, from his own works, as he's a husbandman, getting to devour his own food and drink his own wine. Oh, I can't wait till I can do that on the outside world, you know. But anyways, we do this on the inside. This is what that is being. When those guys were backing up on him like that, you know, that's because they come from the outside. They don't see the nakedness. Nakedness means there's nothing between you and God. Just you. You're this child. You're this soul of yours, you know. And remember, you know, there's Father is the body, the soul is what's inside of you, and the spirit is mother. This is 1, 2, 3. Now you're whole. That's all this is about. It's all that it's about. So beautiful. Anyways, so I'll chat with you soon. I'm not going to get started again because I'll forget what it is that I'm going to want to tell you more about. But I'll just do it on another visit with you later. All right. So did you get a chance to see my kitty? Ziggy, ziggy, ziggy. Psst, maybe sometime. Ziggy. All right, well, she ain't coming. I'll show her off next time. All right. Best to you guys. I love you. Take care. Happy Sunday.